A Del Rapids man is facing a felony child abuse charge after he admitted to hitting his 8-year-old nephew with a belt and slapping him multiple times. 43-year-old Clinton Finley was arrested yesterday shortly after admitting to the abuse. KDLT's Rachel Skida was in the courtroom today as he made his first appearance. She joins us now with more. Rachel?
Megan, it was the victim's daycare provider who first noticed injuries to the boy's face and reported it to the Department of Social Services. Now, if it hadn't been for them, there's no knowing when the abuse would have ended.
They are mandatory reporters if they suspect any sort of abuse, whether it's physical or sexual.
Sergeant Mike Walsh with the Minnehaha County Sheriff's Office is crediting a local daycare provider for leading them to 43-year-old Clinton Finley.
The daycare called Department of Social Services, who later called us.
The daycare first noticed a slap mark on an 8-year-old boy's face. When detectives spoke with the boy, he showed them bruises on his legs in the shape of a belt buckle. But it didn't end there.
Additionally, he was grabbed by the neck and slapped with the belt, kicked while on the ground. A physical was done of the child at that point. He had a cut behind one of his ears.
The boy told police the injuries were caused by his uncle and legal guardian, Clinton Finley.
The child told detectives at that time that he was required to perform certain chores, and if he didn't, he would be disciplined.
If we see anything suspicious, it's not for us to decide if we should report it or not. We just report it.
Carol Waring is the director at Appletree Children's Center. It's not the daycare where this crime was reported, but she's dealt with similar situations.
The first one I reported was horrible. I went home and I cried, and now I've come to realize that we're doing it to protect the children.
Waring says all child care providers are required by state law to be trained to spot abuse and report it, something she takes very seriously.
Sadly, it's become easier for me to do because I know I'm doing the right thing.
When detectives spoke with Finley, he admitted to the abuse and was arrested shortly after. The child will now be placed with a foster family because Finley was his only living relative.
Thanks, Rachel. Finley is being held on a $20,000 bond. If convicted of the felony child abuse charge, he could face up to 10 years in prison.